If you are immigrant, asylum seeker, ADURO, whichever one, pay attention to this video. This video will be very, very useful to you. Make sure you watch it from the beginning to the end. I welcome you all anywhere you are watching this video. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe, turn on your notification bell to all notifications so that YouTube will recommend and suggest our videos to you. So there has been a controversy concerning doing ausbildung, that is learning a vocational job or work here in Germany. A lot of people are having problem with it. A lot of people are saying even if you do the ausbildung, that is the same thing. So now, if you are finding it difficult, I want you to watch this video. One of our sister, I love her so much. Please do me well, follow her on TikTok. I don't know if she's here on YouTube. I was scrolling down at TikTok yesterday. I saw this informative educational video. I decided to share it. Remember, we are here to learn, and the purpose of this platform is to inform, educate us about what is going on across the globe, especially here in Germany. So I am not here to deceive you. I am not here to mislead you. I do not work in immigration. I'm not an immigration officer. If you need information about traveling or what have you, please do well to visit the immigration officer. So this our sister. I give her total credit to this video. She did a very good job. A lot of people have been looking for this information. I'm going to allow you to listen. Like I said, please do well to follow her, and I will bring more of her educational videos here. Now let's listen.
So guys, this was the process I took to achieve my ausbildung goal here in Germany. So first and foremost, I started making the application. When I applied, they asked me to come for probation. So after Probezeit, I didn't like that ausbildung, which was Flieger ausbildung, so I stopped. So I said, let me continue with cook ausbildung since I have been working in the kitchen for years. So that was what I did. So the place I was, they do not offer cook ausbildung because of the boss that was there. It is not every place you see that they will be able to offer you ausbildung. It is because if the boss does not have masters in that course, the boss cannot train someone. So what I did, I went through BBG. It was BBG, this organization, that helped me. So I went to Agentur for Arbeit at the first place, but it was all about sending lots of letters, do it yourself, do that. So BBG was very easy. You don't even need to stress yourself. They will be the one to do everything for you. They will be the one to make the appointments for you, look for a place for you. You will be at home, they will be working for you. So that was why I sticked with BBG. So the lady brought out different professions and asked me which one I would love to do. I was choosing like gastronomy, either cook, or there are so many things you can do under gastronomy. And she said okay, that they will help me, and due to the fact that I already have experience in the kitchen, so that was how she found a place for me. And she told them that she does not want them to ask me to start with practical, that she does not want that, because I told her that I cannot do that practical of a thing. That practical, they will ask you to come and work for 1 year or 6 months and you won't be paid. And this is something that I do not want to do. So that is the benefit of doing ausbildung or something you already have experience on. You can tell them that you have been doing that. You don't need any practical. You don't need to learn anything again. So they asked me to do like 3 days probation. So I went, I did 3 days probation. So before that, she asked me my certificate, where if I have any certificate. I said yes, I have, but currently I can only get my secondary school certificate, and she asked me to get it. So this woman is the only person that I gave that saw my secondary school certificate and my Dutch course, B1. B1 is what I used to do my ausbildung as a cook. But if you want to do fachkraft, the one of 2 years. That one is also good for if you're a single mother, you don't want stress. It is just 2 years, and there is like they don't do much there, just to wash the dishes and arrange stuff. That is, you need A2 for that. So cook, you need B1. So she saw it and she said, okay, that means you know how to read, you know how to write. I said yes. Yeah. Then she asked me to take it back. Then I put that B1 and the secondary school certificates in my file. That was the end. So after the probation at that working place, the boss told me not to worry, that I can continue with them, and they have to send me my contract later, that they will register me to IHACA. IHACA is where they can register you, and IHACA will be the one to send the contracts to them, and they will give it to me, or they will send it at home. So that was what he said. And after 1 week, 2 weeks, I was worried. So if you applied for ausbildung and they ask you to start with them, do not expect that you will get your contract. It takes weeks. Sometimes it is going to take months, because it is not the company that prepared that contract. They only have to register you through their computer, write your name, your address, the ausbildung you want to do, send it to IHACA. IHACA will be the one to send a copy of the contract to the company and to you. So it is not, the boss does not, the company does not have anything to do with ausbildung contracts. So I worked with them 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I was even on the internet asking about, these people, they even want to use me. I have been working, waiting for my contracts, but I have not gotten my contracts. But the boss was telling me not to worry. That is how it works. So after some weeks, I got the contract. The boss, I read, and we have to sign. So the contract is also very important. You need to read and know your rights, because the boss, they don't know anything about that contract. It is that one that the IHACA sent, that they are also going to have a copy, and they will go through it to know how much they will pay you. They don't know until IHACA will tell them, this is how much you are going to pay her, and something like that. So they sent me my own contract. So the next week we started school. When we started school, I was with my certificate and all of that, waiting for the school to ask, but they did not ask. They did not ask. They did not even ask for any certificates. Till today, the school did not ask me for B1 or secondary school certificates. They did not ask many things. Not only me, even my people we were in same class with, they were having their contract, all of that, in case the school would want that. But the school, they were not even interested. They will only ask you, did you go to Dutch course? They only want to know a little bit, but it's not something serious. So that was how I started my ausbildung, and I started school. So to date, nobody asked about my WAEC or NECO or anything. Just that woman that helped me look for a place for ausbildung, the company, that asked me if I like, and she just looked through it. She saw that, yeah, I went to school. That was all. Even my WAEC, I didn't have, I didn't have mathematics in my WAEC, because I wrote WAEC and NECO. My mathematics was on pending, so I wrote NECO. So in my NECO, I didn't write all the subjects. I just, because it was the maths that I was looking for. So that was how it was, and they were not even interested. So you shouldn't feel like because of your WAEC or NECO has a problem, you don't want to continue your ausbildung. All those secondary school certificates, it does not matter here. If you have your junior secondary, you tell them what matters is your interest. Tell them, let them know that you are interested, you can do it. And the one that you have here, if you have any Dutch course certificate, even if it's A2, B1, B2, yeah, that is what you should be so concerned about. You keep it, and you can use that to start up your ausbildung, not the one in your home country. Even if mass is missing, anything is missing, they are not interested. If the complaint accepts you, if they say that we have accepted this person, there is nothing else you can. The law say that you can start ausbildung without any certificates. But if the company, they accept you the way you are, even with A2, even with B1 or with B2, it is okay. So the company is the major thing here, not even the school. The school is not the major problem, it's the company. To have a place that you can start up your ausbildung, they accepted you and they will be paying you, and they will be the one to pay at the end of your ausbildung. That is the major concern, not the school, not Agentur for Arbeit. It is the company. If you are able to get a place to start up that ausbildung, all those certificates that you need, you don't need them. They are not so important, but when you have them, it's okay. So guys, this was how BBG saved me after I started my ausbildung in Germany. So they secured a place for my ausbildung, did the process, did everything, and I started. I didn't have to stress myself. So after I have started, they also gave me an email asking me if I was comfortable there, if everything was okay. And I told them that everything was okay, everything was fine. And honestly, everything was fine. That is one thing you need to know if you want to do your ausbildung. First to 4 months, it is always fine. They will make you feel comfortable because they know that that is probation, that is probation. You have the right to quit at that time. You have the right to give them bad recommendation because that is called probation. So I gave them a good recommendation saying that everything was fine. Lo and behold, after that 4 months, like I was 6 months, 7 months, things began to change. Like the boss, he was not even concentrating that this person, it is my duty to teach this person. Rather, they were using me as their own worker. They were asking me to do things that I am not supposed to do. That is something you need to know about ausbildung. When you go to school, they are going to teach you the things that they are going to let you know. So, and I am not the only one. Even in the class, we were all complaining that these people are just using also. And at the end, we get 800 to 1,000 euros. Why we are doing same job with people that were having like 2,300, 2,400, even 1,900. We were doing same job because ausbildung is full time. You go to your company 3 times, you go to school 2 times at the first year. Second year, you go to a company 4 times, you go to school 1 time, and you work 8 hours at the company. You can imagine going there 4 days in a week, 8 hours, and at the end, they are not teaching you, but you are doing the jobs there. So that was what happened. Then I went back to the BBG and complained. Because before I went to BBG, I have been complaining. I complained to the company, to the gastronomy. I told them I am not learning anything. This is not what I am here for. And they keep promising me because they were now having shortage of workers. You know, one thing about gastronomy, people are always quitting. They will start, before you know it, they will take sick leave, they will quit. So they were now having shortage of workers. And one thing about you doing your ausbildung, you will be like the major workers because all the time you are there, you don't take sick leave like others. Like you are always present, things that are happening there, you will be aware of everything. You will even be the one planning for them, but you are only a student. So that was what happened. After I complained to the boss were asking me, calm down, don't worry, don't worry. And I know that my exam is fast approaching. Then I went back to BBG to complain to them after they have been tricking me. So that was how BBG asked me if I have been writing this. The first time that I complained, and I said no, that I have not been recording. And they asked me to start recording so that they can come. So I started recording. And the good thing about it, as I was recording, everything that I will write, you see the boss signature. This is the boss signature. That is one thing. anything that you record, it is very important for the boss to sign it. Even if it is you did not do anything on that day, they only ask you to clean or wash anything, write it. This was what I did. I came by 8 o'clock. They asked me to clean the table. After that, I washed the dishes. After that, I arranged the storeroom. After, you just have to record it and they will sign. So at the end, that was when the BBG came to see them one-on-one. They called me, they called our boss. They asked him to bring out the things. They asked me to come with this. I came with it. They opened it. The BBG also came, they came with their booklet because they know what they were supposed to be teaching me. They said, as someone that is doing her ausbildung, the first 5 months, this was what you guys are supposed to teach her. And they asked him, have you taught her this? The boss said no. They said, okay, after that, the next month, this was what you guys are supposed to teach her. Have you guys taught her this? They said no. So that was how I won. And the boss, they promised that they will start teaching me immediately. Within like 3 months, they got 3 workers, and they also got another chef, because this was the reasons they gave why they couldn't have that time for me. Shortage of workers. They were looking for another boss, someone that has masters in gastronomy, you understand, to teach me like the way, like a proper way of teaching. So that was how BBG started communicating with them, and they invited me again to ask me to bring this my ausbildung advice, and they started looking through it. So that was how the company, the gastronomy, they started taking me serious in that place. Nobody, like, even if the things that they normally ask me to do, now they realize that this person is here to learn. And even the colleagues, they were all afraid. They don't ask me to do unnecessary things. So this is what you need to understand if you want to do your ausbildung. Not just you looking for ausbildung yourself. Because if they start using you, definitely they must start using you. And if you do not shout out, if you do not like report, you know, if you do not stand on your ground, that is how it will be till after 3 years. So one thing you need to know, that in that place that I did my ausbildung, I was the first person that passed. People that came there, they did not pass. All of them were giving me story that they like it like that. They don't teach them. They like working. You know, they are Germans. They were using them to work. They don't teach them anything, and they did not pass, and they were not interested. So that is something you need to know. It's not about looking for a place of ausbildung. Anywhere you go, if you do not shout out, if you do not scream out, nobody would help you. They will continue to use you as a worker. So do not complain. Do not give up. Do not start giving characters that you were not supposed to give. You just have to keep doing what you are doing. Keep being respectful to them. Keep being serious with your stuff, but you have to report, so that when you report, when they come, the complaint will not have anything to say against you. That is very important. So in my own case, they first asked them what is going on, how like if I'm okay, and they said good about me, she's okay, because they did not know what I reported. They did not know that I reported them. They thought that the woman, she only came to see if everything is fine. So they gave me the good recommendations, like I am okay, I am good, I am always punctual, I am always doing my job, you know, I have that zeal, I really want to learn. Then after that, they asked me, and I said my own part, and they were saying, okay, they will do something about it. And that is something you need to understand. If you do not do this, nobody will do anything about anything. You will be there. You will not learn. They will use you. And at the end, if you misbehave, they will also sack you. They will also terminate your contracts. So that is why you don't joke with anyone there. Just know what you came there for. This is very important. When you write it, when you write it down, the boss will sign. Anything that you are asked to do, write down, and they will sign. Look at where they are signing. Write down, they will sign. In case of anything, this is the only book that will speak for you. They will ask you to get this book. They will look at it and look at what the boss signed. After that, this is the book they can use to criticize them if they are not doing well.